That leaves him with a 33% accuracy at the moment. About to round the 3-minute mark. Destruct has pretty much just controlled the items, and this is a pretty solid way to play ZTN. If you're able to control red mega and occasionally get one of the yellows, if you basically stop your opponent, you don't have to get both yellows, but if you stop your opponent from crossing the map without, like basically if you do damage anytime your opponent crosses the map, then usually you can hold them at bay with a mere 50 armor, and that's really never enough to bring a solid attack against Mega or Red. So you pretty much just own the map, and the frags will eventually happen. You essentially wait until your opponent is forced to cross the map at an inopportune time, and you just capitalize on the frags. Great rocket coming in. Yes, Lottie. Great rocket coming in from Hardup, and uncontested at this point. But as you can see with that Mega Grab, and now a yellow, Destruct is still barely damaged by it, and Hardup, well, he's only at about half of a yellow, so yeah, that's a big impressive. That's a signal for Destruct to go in for the kill, and he's just going to probably not back off here because the Rocket Splash is just not enough damage, and finally Destruct getting number 3 on the board. Hardup will go down for a third time, but I think, really, congrats to Hardup for holding off the floodgates for that long, because it's really easy to lose control of your ability to run on this map. And once that happens, you can be suddenly down by like 7 frags, and you're sitting there thinking, well, I'm not making this back. Oh shit! Hardup walking into a nade as he spawns. He goes straight to the abyss. Hardup now 5 up. I mean, rather, 5 down. Destruct 5 up. And let's go take a look at from Hardup's point of view. We've been watching Hardup for the first half of this game. Nice rocket from Hardup. Nice follow-up with the railgun, but he doesn't exit the situation. And any more damage and he can be killed with a single rail. This is so risky. Hardup able to get across with a mere 7 health, pick it up the armor. No damage done, but Destruct reads him like a book, and down he goes. Hardup didn't even get a chance to see what hit him before his head was bouncing through the corridor. 6-0 for Destruct now. So at this point, pretty much, I think Hardup is sort of throwing in the towel. We're seeing a lot more unwarranted aggression. His decision to basically run and be scarce, which kept this match, like 3-0 for the first 5 minutes, which is pretty decent when you're playing against someone who I think is probably going to take this game, if I had to predict. That was good. But in the last minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes, we've seen like 9 frags come through. So, that's what happens when you plus forward, kids. I understand why Hardup's doing it. He's basically saying, okay, I tried my hardest to not get fragged for the first 5 minutes. Now I'm just going to kind of have fun and, just go all times aggressive. Although he's really not going all times aggressive, but he's definitely not hiding at all. Those days are gone. Nice little peekaboo there. So 12 to -1 Destruct. Let's go take a look at his accuracy. 48% railgun. And if I recall from the Open Cup, we never really saw a railgun go above like maybe 43% the entire night, which was sad to see. I definitely, oh no. I was definitely sad to see that. But it's nice to see that, again, Destruct is bringing a new rung to the caliber ladder tonight, and maintaining a 45-ish, 48-ish %. And Hardup is now just randomly killing himself because that's fun. 3 rather to 13. And Hardup is basically just having fun here. There's still 2.5 minutes left to go, and Hardup's able to use his railgun, pick up 50% accuracy, steal the Mega, and blow himself to hell. Back to the -3 he goes. You done? Destruct says. Will there be raid? I don't think so. I think Hardup's just having kind of fun with it. Oh, he's just standing still. What am I supposed to do with his 70% rail? Yeah. So, I think at this point we can, at TJ we would call it it's garbage time. Although you might argue that the last 3.5 minutes have been garbage time. Hardup again, using his 50% rail to great effect, picking up the frag to give him -2 after several self-kills. Make it -1. Like a champ. Apparently, Hardup just needed to play insta-duel. If there is insta-duel. There should be insta-duel. One day. So apparently the admins are saying this should have been played on T7. So yeah. Round 1 was DM6, round 2 is supposed to be T7. I don't think it's going to matter all that much though. Clearly Destruct won that 15 and died 3 times. So yeah. Most broken game ever made? Okay. I don't know if I would call it that. I think Quake Live and Quake 3 are the most refined games ever made, to be quite honest. If you want a broken game, go play Battlefield. Hey. Alright guys, we're going to go get another match underway. Let's see what is still out there. So we're going to hop straight into this. Ouija is here, facing off against Erikek. And as if I didn't feel pressured enough, Grease. For Erikek. Alright, we're going to get live right here. And I actually talked with Eric here, and he was like, hey, can you pronounce my name right? Because this is what it is. And when I first saw it, I was like, no way it could be that. But apparently it is. So Ouija gets the very typical Mega Yellow Armor Rocket and LG start. Erikek, of course, is getting the Red Armor, Yellow Armor. Did not get over to a Railgun. I mean, he tried to be fancy and do a little bit of damage against Mega, and I think it's going to cost him here. 3 seconds to red spawns. And he will get away with his life. Barely. Ouija happily collecting that red armor, now backing off to the yellow. And of course, with 5 seconds to Mega, he can really muscle his way in here. Nice switch up to the LG. Good weapon choice there, and Ouija has definitely crippled his opponent. And wow, as I switch over, he rolls over him to get that first frag. So, yeah, indeed, Ouija is here.
Eric's problem in the beginning of that match was he went for the armors, but was not able to pick up any good weapons whatsoever. And I think he wasn't exaggerating about feeling a little bit of pressure because his movement wasn't looking quite up to par. I think he meant to go for the rocket launcher at one point there, but was not able to. Now Ouija, after that first kill, has just a massive stack lead. Although a bit of a botched rocket jump allows Eric to swoop in and grab the red armor. Excuse me, a Mega Health. I believe Ouija still has the superior stack. Actually, it's a bit even now. So now the next fight is going to be for the next yellow armor, and that's picked up by Eric. No items spawning for quite some time, so it's going to come down to placement and items and weapon control here.
Yeah, and one thing I like about Ouija there, he did a massive amount of damage with his lightning gun, which has really helped him out. And then, of course, being able to back over the armors, keeping his stack in place. He collects Mega, which basically keeps him in control of pretty most of the map. We do see that Eric was able to scoop up the red and yellow combo that is on that side of the map, on the red side of the map. So he's actually in pretty good fighting shape, but what he's lacking here is a railgun, and he has to take this fight medium range, given his weapons. But as you can see, he kind of gets destroyed because of it. Ouija happily hanging out in sort of the center of the Mega room when that fight broke out. And now it's just spamming the corridors, trying to make sure that he can get this Mega pretty cleanly. And he really does so. So he's vaulted himself to a 200-200 stack. And Eric at this point